So I'm honestly not sure where to start with this one. Can someone please explain to me how a stone golem can feel about as intimidating as this little guy as Morph? Because that's this mod in a nutshell. Atlas's Rumbled Augment will be one of the Glassmaker Nightwave rewards, dropping later this week, hopefully. It had a lot of people excited that this mod in particular, this Conclave mod, was making its way into the main portion of the game and not just the PvP element. Finally, you'd be able to run around as a big giant stone golem, smashing everything in your way, while also having decent amounts of armor to take a bit of a pounding as well. And that's what we thought, right? But by God did they miss an opportunity with this mod. They kind of left it as is, didn't really touch it, and it is bloody terrible as a result, it really is. That's after it was hotfixed as well. It's like flinging wet noodles at enemies, not boulders, and you certainly don't feel like a big stone golem. Now, Rumbled basically turns Atlas into one of his rumblers, and it replaces all of his attacks with just boulder throws and slams, so you're not able to use any weapons. You are able to use his abilities, however. It also slows you down, you're not able to move as fast, you're not able to bullet jump either, you can't jump in any way, shape or form, which means you have to switch it off and then back on again whenever you need to jump over a chasm or you need to go up an area that you can't get to without jumping, if there's no stairs or the lift. So it's an on-off ability, or one to be used, I guess, around a defensive objective or a mobile defensive thing. Something basically turn it on, knock enemies all around the place and then turn it back off when you need to move to the next area. Now, don't get me wrong, it can kill enemies on the star chart, but you need to be modded for almost maximum power strength and have a heavily modded stat stick as well. Power strength on your Warframe, weapon damage mods, elemental damage mods are how you're going to increase the effectiveness of that Rumbled Augment. But you need a lot of it. My Atlas has 300% power strength in this footage, while also having the Cindo Prime as my heavily modded stat stick to boost my damage output, while also using the Cindo's Manticore skin, which has a 15% bonus damage as well, which carries on to your Rumbler. So that's a very specific, out-of-the-way min-maxed setup for something that then struggles to kill anything level 50 or higher. So whether or not it's worth it, I guess you can decide for yourself. Now, Atlas can, like I said, still cast his normal abilities while using his Rumbled mod, but if you're modded for Rumbled, then chances are you have a low efficiency for energy, which means you're going to run out of energy pretty fast because you will have to switch it on and off to jump things, unless, like I said, you're just stationary around a defensive objective. Now, his Rumbled attacks have got a 0% crit chance unless enemies are unaware that you're there and you get a stealth kill on them. It has a very low status chance as well, while mostly dealing impact damage. It's almost like 0 crit chance, low status chance, impact. Some of the worst kind of stats you can have on any ability in the game or any weapon. However, the boulders he throws have got splash damage and they are Ragdoll City, constantly knocking enemies down or sending them flying. The same goes for his slam, which I think has a 3-meter radius, so maybe ignore the power strength when modding Atlas and just run him for crowd control, but it will be quite annoying if there's anyone in your squad with you, just watching enemies flying all over the place and not being able to kill them. Now, also the armor values you get from this mod with a very high power strength, 300%, is pretty weak. Well, it's very weak compared to other Warframe's armor abilities, and at higher levels expect that to get borne down really quickly as well, which means having to recast ability, which means wasting energy again. Maybe, just maybe, if the ability absorbed incoming damage like Iron Skin to then amplify the end result, it might be worthwhile, but as a mod, as it is right now, it is a huge letdown for me in particular, which is a huge shame. Maybe, like I said, you still like the look of it and you're looking forward to it coming with Nightwave. Let me know in the comment section below. Like the video or don't, subscribe or don't, and as always, thanks for watching.